Welcome to number 5, which I think is the second last, and it's about atomic energy levels. Just a quick review of the Bohr model, which is the original model, obviously not used anymore. We need to go through why. Electrons in circular orbits. Electrostatic forces maintain orbits. There are set energy levels only. No real reason why though. The electrons tend to stay in the lowest energy level. And an electron does not radiate energy in a stable orbit. Okay, we're going to look at some atomic energy diagrams, or energy level diagrams, and they're both for mercury. So both of these diagrams are for mercury, and they're just drawn in two different ways, which is one's reverse of the other. Infinity is ionization. So minus 10.4, minus 5.5, minus 1.6, oops, sorry, my fault, minus 3.7, minus 1.6, and 0, and these are all EVs. That still shows up occasionally in systems. It's not the system that our book uses, and the exam questions have been for a fair while, but it's still worth looking at. In the other system, we start with 0 at the bottom, n equals 1, still I won't draw them as far across, n equals 2, n equals 3, n equals 4, and ionization. And we count upwards the other way. 4.9, 6.7, 8.8, and 10.4. These are also with me trying to write EVs the wrong way, of course. EVs. And that's the way we normally see it in our text these days. Now these are the observed energy levels for the atoms, and these are the ones for mercury. And emissions, that is energy that gets released when an electron jumps down a level, can only be one of the energy gaps. Absorption can only be photons that exactly match an available gap. That exactly match an available gap. Bohr's model was eventually found to be inadequate. Okay. Now, we might be able to fit the rest into the rest of the page. And we'll start to work out why we looked at standing waves in the previous section. Now, standing waves. Let's go back to de Broglie. De Broglie suggested that electrons can only exist in orbits that are multiples of the electron wavelength. And we'll have a look at diagrams in class about this, and they're also in your textbook. So electron wavelength, we know lambda equals h over mv, and circumference equals 2 pi r. So orbits can be 2 pi r equals nh over mv, where n is a whole number and it's the energy level. So what this is based on is the fact that the electrons have a wavelength. Those wavelengths have to fit exactly into an orbit, otherwise that orbit cannot exist. We'll expand this a little bit further in class. Okay, that is the end of the second last one.